Yeah, smart dog, aren't you?
Every evening in Australia,
I'm nervous. Stop talking, Mum.
more than 4 million of us choose to spend the night in front of the telly.
What?
Who does that?
But have you ever wondered what other people are watching?
This is so weird.
So beautiful.
Find out what people thought about what was on in the last 7 days.
Touchdown!
Oh my God.
This is the best.
This week, we were shocked by Married at First Sight. As tempers exploded.
Rumble. Anyone would think they were at a Greek barbecue.
The blows continued on RBT.
Who wants to watch a bunch of drunks on TV? It's ridiculous.
And we indulged in some Aussie drama with 800 words.
Do you think he's a hot old guy? I do, actually. How gross am I? Oh, there's something wrong with me.
On Wednesday at the Silbury House, Emmy is recovering from an eye operation.
Now, Mum, I'm pouring myself a glass of wine. I guess you shouldn't have any, should you?
I beg your pardon. Why?
Well, you just had an operation.
I'm having a glass of wine, thank you, Kerry.
The ladies also enjoyed Channel 9's social experiment, Married at First Sight.
Oh, this is when they had the dinner party.
In this episode, with Andy and Craig already separated and not in attendance,
Can I have the ring back?
That didn't last long.
They should have still come, even if they're not together.
Oh, it's pretty bad. Doesn't paint a very good picture for us.
the 4 remaining couples meet each other for the very first time.
Do you think it'll get nasty? Last year's got pretty feisty. I can see it turning into who can out PDA each other. Like there'll be hands on laps and tongues in ears.
Bella and Michael are quick to flaunt their connection.
Oh, it's a pissing competition.
It's like they're showing off. You know how the really happy ones rub it in? Oh, we're just having a moment. We're really in love. We love each other.
Bella's keen to reveal they were intimate on their first night.
Okay, yes, it happened a few times.
Yeah,
They were busting to tell everyone, I'm sure of
they
it.
were. I think they're on heat.
She then turns the spotlight on Nicole and Keller.
Did you guys get intimate on the first night?
Excuse me? Why would she ask that? I'd ask that. She's in radio. That's what she does. Hard-hitting questions.
She's an announcer. She just reads ads.
Like, I'm like a firm believer that, like, if you sleep with someone on the first night, there's nothing else to explore
100%.
and find out about it. So,
He's a good bloke. For a guy that's having all the tattoos, you'd think he's a real rough.
He's
I don't know, he's a real softie.
I love these two. They're my favourite. These two are the cutest. I hope that they're, like, stay as good as what they are now.
So, when did it happen?
She's dying to find out, isn't she? They're called private parts for a reason.
So, first or second night?
I don't want to say anything because it's not my place to say, really. Like,
So, have you not at all?
Oh, let it go. For God's sake, what's the problem?
She seems to be a sex maniac. That's all she wants to talk about. People that can't say they've had sex, though, it's like, shut up, it's just sex.
It's like such a normal thing. Like, me and my girlfriends discuss this all the time.
Are you with your girlfriends, love? You're at a dinner party with people you don't know.
Everybody's having sex. Everyone wants to have sex.
These two aren't having sex. Not everyone's having sex.
Why aren't we talking about it?
Okay, don't tell me if you are. I don't want to know.
What? I just want to know.
what's that dinner? Is that coming soon?
She needs to sense the room, this chick.
She's not picking up the vibes that
Correct.
people don't want to talk about it.
She wants a reaction. That's what she's after, I reckon. She's after a reaction of somebody.
Kel's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
I've been in a lot of relationships where
You have. After sleeping with a guy after one day, I bet you have been in a lot of relationships.
Take that money! He just totally slut-shamed her.
He slut-shamed her.
That was too far.
That was too far.
And there
You
was,
reckon no?
there was
He just-
anger.
He just called her a slut, Mum.
Did he say the word slut?
No. It's completely implied.
Yeah, but that's okay. She's been going him.
I don't understand. Are you fucking serious right now?
Yeah, he's serious.
But how dare he say that to a 30-year-old woman?
Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Get away. Get away now.
Run away.
Because that is your future.
Nicole's out.
She's seen the dark side of him that she's not happy with.
Red flag. Woo, woo.
What is the problem?
He's self-made. If you not read his knuckles, he's self-made. Oh,
Here we go.
kick off. It's going to be a cat fight.
Oh my God, look at the way he's staring.
I don't think Kel's blinked in the last 45 minutes.
Doing your job, do you have one?
Yeah, I do have one.
Fair.
Okay.
Cheers, dude. Love it.
Thank you very
At
much.
least you're working. That's cool. I'm glad you can get a job with tattoos like that in your hands.
Really?
No. Kel's gonna kick off.
You and me need to have a fucking conversation right now.
Dude, just right.
Come out here, fucking hero. I'll fucking mess that hair right up.
Yeah.
Rumble, rumble, rumble. Anyone would think they were at a Greek barbecue.
No, there's no knives.
This is meant to be a civilised dinner party.
Didn't look too civilised in that.
Where does the conversation go from here?
So, how good are dim sims? You can steam them, you can fry them.
What the fuck? He's a fucking bogan.
Whose side are you on?
Exactly how to press my buttons. He knew he
Their side, of course.
Okay.
would get a rise out of me and get a reaction.
Wait,
Get a reaction.
are you for real?
No, I'm going Team Keller. The other guy's just a wanker.
Killer lost the plot. Yeah. And I was just saying he was a softie.
That chick is ultimately to blame.
You know what? I think they were all out of line.
Everyone's in the wrong.
Yeah.
Married at first sight.
Oh, I want more. Boy, that was full on, wasn't it? That was like full on.
It's a social experiment of bogans. Oh. Yeah. Give a bogan a shardy and they're off.
When you're going through like security or something at an airport.
I'll never get picked.
Really?
Yep.
Ever?
Nope.
Never get picked.
Never ever.
I got picked the other day.
Did you? Really? You look a bit sus.
On Wednesday night, we watched customs officers rifling through people's bags on border security, now in its 16th season.
I would love to be one of these blokes, wouldn't you, Mill?
Yeah.
Get a job as customs officer.
I could frisk them all down when they come through. I'd wait for the big package to come through and go, come with me, sir. Don't like your shoes, you're out of the country. Got a bad haircut, you're out of the country.
Tonight on Border Security.
Tonight, Chinese people get caught with noodles in their bag.
I always get bloody checked every time I go through the airport.
It's because you're Asian.
The first person to raise suspicions is a woman visiting from the United States.
Australian Border Force officers became concerned when they located a letter she was carrying.
They're allowed to read your personal letters?
So how is that their business?
It describes in explicit detail a sexual encounter she will have with a man in Perth.
What? This woman's gonna have a lot of sex. Let's investigate her.
Investigate.
Officers suspect the rendezvous described in the letter is a professional arrangement.
Hello, slave.
Hello, slave. That's, bondage and all that, isn't it? Isn't that like, 50 Shades of Grey? Did he used to tie her up or something and whip her, or?
I watched it until he said he's got a playroom.
She has arrived on a tourist visa, and if she is getting paid for her services, it is a serious breach. But
He signed off as master.
Would you be the master? No, I'd want to be the slave. You sadistic bitch.
Can you read what else is on there?
No, it's all blurred. Blurred, it's not your patch.
I thought it might have been.
Border Force Officer Claire has discovered some information that suggests there may be a lot more to her story.
How did they find it?
Google search. I just went to Dirty Mick's computer. Hey, Dirty Mick, have you seen this? Yeah, I've seen her.
That's Blue Diamond.
Get over it, sweetheart. She likes a bit of slap and tickle. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but she's getting paid for it. That's the problem.
Said don't worry about the money. Why would you send a woman halfway across the world to have sex?
Keep it with the local girls. Call Anastasia instead.
Yeah, you're taking my work away.
So she's been subcontracted by Peter through her boss, Bill Gates.
It's Bill Gates, as in Bill Gates. No, it's a code name.
Full-time Microsoft guy, part-time pimp. I didn't think there was that much money in computers. Officer Alicia will now confront the passenger with the evidence.
Hey, that's rare. An Asian's on the one.
She's on the other side. Which way is this going?
I'm not really upset about it. Like, I still get to go home.
I'm not upset, but my master is going to be pissed off.
The next character to attract attention is a man with a ponytail who has just returned from South America.
Australian Border Force officers have pulled aside this passenger to question him about his frequent trips to South America.
Oh, South America. You know what that means?
And young son who live in sourcing tacos. And he says it's to visit his girlfriend and young son who live in Chile.
Yeah, he looks sus.
Cargo pants and a ponytail. Guilty. He's travelling on a Greek passport,
So if he's got a Greek passport, is he from Greece?
which indicates that after only one night in Chile, he travelled to Bolivia, and officers want to know why. Cocaine.
Cocaine.
Snow?
You think cocaine?
Yeah. Before I got to Chile, I got a phone call from the missus. Her mum had a heart attack. It's not good. No, well, her mum lives in Bolivia, so...
There are more holes than a crumpet in this story, you can tell.
Yeah.
That is the worst saying ever, Dad.
That's his new saying. He says it all the time.
I never have favourite sayings. What are you talking about?
You've been saying that one a few days.
As his suitcase is x-rayed, Officer Matthew notices some organic matter.
Uh-oh.
It could be oregano. He's Greek.
Oh, cocaina.
Cocaine, I was right.
Yeah, bullshit. Rigged.
What, you can stick up for the Greek now?
Yeah.
But close inspection of the bag reveals there are no concealments inside.
Maybe he's got it up his...
Just get the anal probe out. He has nothing concealed on the outside of his body. But they want to check one more thing.
Oh. Look.
As they head to the room where it will be conducted,
Oh, I love this show.
things take a dramatic turn.
The guys hesitated at the doorway.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm like holding my breath, waiting for something.
I reckon he's holding his sphincter.
Whoa!
Guilty.
25 pellets? My God. Bloody Greek.
There goes his girlfriend and that in Bolivia.
Oh, I made some girlfriends in prison.
I reckon I fell in love with you second time. I saw you.
Second time what?
I saw you.
Bullshit.
It was.
Second time I seen you, you had some girl over a table kissing her.
Yeah, but then I looked at you. And I said, gee, I love that dude.
Previously on The Bachelor.
I think this is where we're going to call home for a couple of days.
They're looking for Richie's personality. and they just can't find it. Tonight, the roles are...
Still looking for love, Bachelor Richie went to meet the families of the 4 remaining girls, one of whom could be the one.
Oh, this hometown?
I love this episode.
What, they get to meet the family?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have a family chocolate bath.
Oh, excuse me?
God.
Bloody hell.
Wow. Don't oil up before you go on a family date.
I nearly just saw pubic
Yes, but
regions.
they don't have gardens anymore down there, do they?
Oh, men do.
What, they have a crack back and sack, don't they?
Oh, Mum, I don't know.
Why? Oh, I don't know. They
Makes
think
it look bigger.
They think, is that why? What, because it's not hidden behind all the bushy stuff? It's better to hide it and get a surprise.
Alex from Victoria is the first to bring Richie home.
I'm starting to feel a little nervous. Alex's brother has positioned himself directly in front of me.
Look at those eyebrows.
Look at him.
Whoa.
Jesus. He looks like that thing from the Muppets.
Did someone lose some caterpillars?
Have you ever cheated on a woman ever?
Did he seriously just ask that question? Have you watched the show?
Never. No, not at all. Not at all.
Liar.
Liar! You cheat on all of them all the time.
No, but like you're speed dating, essentially.
It is a small stereotype.
How can you...
So you know what's shitting me now? In real life, this would not happen.
When Holly brought Hugh home, you didn't grill Hugh. You just spoke to him normally.
I sussed him out. I asked him more about what his intentions were with that little flimsy moustache he's got. Is he going to grow it fully, or is he going to get rid of the bum fluff? What are you going to do?
The browbeating from her family didn't stop Alex from declaring her feelings.
I think I am falling for you.
Can I have a band-aid? Because I hurt my knee falling for you.
Oh, nice one. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus.
This is so painful.
Then the formula was repeated 3 more times. Richie meets girl.
I would so wish he fell over then.
Richie meets girl's family.
I really do like Rachel. I really like where our relationship's headed. And I can't fault Nikki. She's incredible.
And Richie kisses girl.
How guilty does he feel?
I'm totally in love with you.
Alex said the same thing to me the other day.
You're the second girl I've heard that from this week.
But it was the family of Ukrainian-born Alina who proved to be the most confronting.
Alena's dad is an ex-professional boxer. Dad's a boxer.
No, he's not a boxer. He's a Ukrainian boxer. He's a boxer in the Soviet era.
Excellent. Our very first date. I don't know if I should actually tell you, Andre. No, it's good.
Dad's gonna beat the fuck out of him.
Richie's shitting himself!
Is there any more intimidating father figure than a Ukrainian boxer?
It's like a comic book character.
Our very first date, I picked Elena up on a motorbike.
My dad's eyes just went.
I love motorbikes and it's a passion of mine. I do.
And my father's gonna kill you.
I don't like bikes.
I don't like bikes.
There's a huge danger when it comes to riding motorbikes.
Richie, stop talking.
Let the bike go, mate.
Riding the bike slowly.
Stop talking.
Just don't mention the bikes. Look at his face. It's like, the training has led me to this.
There's so many incredible things about Elena. You know, it's not. I'll kill you. It's difficult to explain. I'm trying to think about it.
He's really scared, isn't he?
It's so good.
You know, I think about, you know, I think about if. And what I I'm a rigger. In my work, I can fly in and out from any state. You know, I got 4 very incredible women in front of me, and it's not easy. And
don't tell them that.
You got 4 women? You got 4?
Take your shirt off, mate. Dazzle them with your abs.
Luckily, Richie made it out of there alive.
It's just a barbie kiss me.
yes, he's definitely going to need some Zavirax. Yeah.
And Olena made it through the rose ceremony.
Elena, I don't think they're going to work. No, but she's hot. Yeah, she's so hot. That's why I'm keeping her around.
Also making it were Nikki and Alex, leaving Rachel to be the one sent back to her family.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Look at Rachel's face. Show me your bachelor cry face.
I can't thank you enough for inviting me into your home.
No worries. I just lose.
You've just been incredible to get to know.
But I had to follow my heart.
You got to follow your heart.
She said it for him.
Oh my God. Coming in here, of course you'd love to be the girl at the end.
I'll be breaking out the champagne.
You lucky girl. You've managed to escape a life of sheer torture.
On Thursday night, Viv and Zena debated office toilet etiquette.
Worst thing is when there's like 10 cubicles, you go into one, someone goes into the one right next to you.
Especially if you're taking a shit.
I make a face while I'm on the toilet to the person next to me going,
I roll
are you
my eyes.
serious?
And then when you walk out and make eye contact?
You have to look at them in the mirror and talk.
I actually don't make any eye contact. Stay in the cubicle until I leave.
It's the daily struggle.
Yeah.
Then we buckled up for RBT, Channel 9's popular factual show following police random breath testing units.
Oh, who wants to watch a bunch of drunks on TV? It's ridiculous.
Love it. This and border security, love it.
First up, southwestern Sydney police pull over 36-year-old rugby league fanatic Steve.
Oh,
God.
Gee, I wonder why he got their attention.
He's got Victoria Beer, the sign on his dashboard.
You had any alcohol tonight?
Oh, just a beer, a couple of drinks.
Just a beer and a couple of drinks?
Yeah, just had a couple.
If I say to you, how many beers do you have? I'm only having a couple. Do you only have 2?
A couple means 8 or 9.
Yeah, it's not 2.
A few.
Oh, that's
15, 16.
Yeah.
That's the international language.
Okay, draw a deep breath. Lips over this side and blow all the way through for me.
Over, under, over, under, over, under.
Keep going. Stop.
Over for sure.
1.6. Under.
0.09.
0.084. Who needs a real breathalyzer when you got me?
Steve is placed under arrest and taken away for further breath analysis.
So what are you up to tonight?
Oh, watching the Bulldogs game. Our first half was spectacular.
He's got a nice rapport with the people who just arrested him.
Talking footy.
He's like me. If the Tigers win, you're like, I don't care. I just got arrested.
It was a very good game.
This guy's cute.
Ew.
Got a nice big nose.
He looks like he would steal your wallet.
And my heart.
He fancies himself as a bit of a Lothario with the ladies. Always on the prowl. Even if I was married, I'll be on the prowl.
Oh, no, that just...
He's a fucking catch, this one, isn't he?
Girls, give me a call. Available anytime except for now because I'm being arrested, apparently.
Oh, he's back in my book.
On his second breath test, Steve is still over the limit and is told he has to go to court.
Should be right. I'll work my charms on the judge.
Charms? What charms? Can you see charms?
I can't see charms. I can only see bad teeth and a ponytail.
See you guys. Have a good one.
He doesn't really look like he's just learned a life lesson, does he?
That's Australia right there.
Next on the show, police are alerted to a dangerous driver travelling at high speeds.
Swerving all over the road, narrowly missing a number of other drivers.
Who's this idiot?
At the wheel is 37-year-old Rami.
He's on his mobile. Get off the phone.
That's $350.
You've been swerving all over the road again.
I'm having an ice cream.
An ice cream?
Yeah.
You're slurring a bit.
Who eats ice cream in the car while they're driving?
That's the least of his problems, Jesse.
Over 0.05. They're getting for dangerous driving. Talking on the phone.
He's got his seatbelt on.
I got suspended on Monday because I didn't have a learner driver with me.
Are you a learner, are you?
Yes.
Suspended learner. Oh, dude. God, help us.
RBT have absolutely hit the jackpot with this story, haven't they?
7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh my God, look at his eyes. It's going crazy.
Possessed.
Munted.
Shit-faced.
Proper drunk. This is going to be high. What?
How did he get 000?
Rami passed the breath test.
Drugs.
Oh, bitches on ice.
It's heroin. He's got the nods.
Coke for lunch and heroin for dinner. What's for dessert? Oh, ice cream.
It's quite obvious to us that he's under the influence of something other than alcohol.
Rami is arrested and taken away to hospital for blood and urine testing.
You shouldn't be driving.
Good night.
We laugh at this show, but these people are on roads endangering people's lives.
It scares me that I drive down the street with all the kids in the car and they're driving past you or they're turning at an intersection when you're going through it.
They should lock him up.
Rami's blood test returned a positive result for heroin and morphine.
2 years, 12 months in jail, and what? Get a suspended sentence?
His sentence was suspended.
See? Bullshit! And he'd be out doing the same bloody thing.
What a crock of shit. Thank you for your help.
Isn't it funny? We're such a nanny state about everything else, and they get a slap on the wrist.
On Tuesday, the Silburys were joined on the couch by their Italian greyhound, Brian.
He totally used to be an Italian opera singer in his former life.
Yes.
Yes, in his former life.
He's going for the crescendo.
Bravo!
Also on Tuesday, we took a look at Channel 7 drama 800 Words.
I watched the first season, but I haven't watched this season.
Why is it called 800 Words?
His job is to write sort of like stories for a paper, only using 800 words. His wife
He's
died.
a writer, isn't he?
Yeah, and he moved to New Zealand.
Well, I guess you're wondering where to start. what being editor of this glorious little newspaper actually means.
The show centres around a recently widowed father, George Turner.
He used to play Impact to the Rafters.
Eric Thompson, Australia's favourite dad.
Do you think he's a hot old guy?
I do, actually.
I looked at him and I'm like, he's totally your type.
How gross am I? Oh, there's something wrong with me.
Tonight's episode begins with an accident.
Oh, no.
Shit.
He's going to find a dead body, you watch.
Surely a dead body. Hello, he's going to find a body down here now.
Oh, he's had a car.
With a dead body.
Now that's a story for the front page news.
George discovers the body belongs to a local woman who went missing years earlier.
The most effective way of measuring the value of a human life is whether anyone misses you when you're gone.
I'll miss you.
For 5 minutes. Sitting at the party.
As soon as I get that check from Super.
People can just disappear for years.
It wouldn't be an Australian popular TV drama without an internal monologue.
It's like Sex in the City, but not at all.
And things just carry on.
Do you want to be my internal monologue? Is you ready? Go.
How can I be so lonely? I'm so good looking. Look at my hair. It is stunning. Someone will snap me up soon.
The discovery of the body raises some questions.
Trina disappeared about 8 years ago on a stormy night after her and Bill Jr. had a disagreement.
That's it, I can see now. That's the script. He's killed her.
So we don't need to watch any more of it?
That's it. He's the killer.
If anyone had the motive to bump her off, it'd be you. I'm thinking crayfish.
Tell you what, this is no Flying Doctors, or Blue Heelers, or Country Practice.
Oh, I love him, Molly.
What was your favourite Australian drama?
Love the Sullivans.
You love Peg to the
I
Rafters.
loved it, every second of that show.
I still remember sitting down to the first ever episode of Home and Away.
I owe so much to Home and Away because I would say it's how I learnt to speak English. Flamin' galore.
In the end, the death of Trina was determined to be simply a car accident.
Has foul play definitely been ruled out?
Absolutely.
It's no murder.
Just a non-story.
I can't watch it no more. Do you want to play Snap?
I'm all for it.
New 800 words.
It's 800 hours long.
Oh, thank God.
So, well, let's see what happens next Tuesday. Do they show bits and pieces?
I know now why I stopped watching this. It's boring.
We got judged big time when we were young and had you. I remember one person saying to me one time, "You got 3 of them, so they all from the same father?" And then one day I got older and looked like what is classed as the normal age, and all of a sudden people's comments went from comments like that to, "Oh, you guys have done an awesome job. You should be so proud." I was exactly the same person and I was just as good a parent then. The only difference is that people accepted me for being a parent the age I should be. It was just the stereotype of what should be acceptable. And I think that's the same with everything.
Some men terrorise the ones they love.
Last week, the ABC screened a documentary looking at domestic violence from a different perspective.
Call me Dad.
I want to watch this.
Counsellors Dave and Jackie run a support group for men who've been violent and abusive to their partners or children.
This is a real big problem, isn't it, Faye?
1 in 4 women have experienced at least one incident of violence by an intimate partner. 1 in 4. While some men are court-ordered to attend similar groups, these men have chosen to be here.
They're trying to do something about it.
But they've already done it.
Yeah, I know that, so they're trying to stop that, though.
Well, he's taking the first step, so you got to give him credit for that.
But you really think they can change?
Nathan's marriage ended because of his abuse. He's here trying to save his relationship with his 2 teenage daughters.
We had a sort of a deal going, and the kids actually got the shits up because there was nothing done.
There's a lot of strong body language.
Work 12 hours a day, and my work's very, very demanding.
My. They play the victim role all the time.
Nathan's wife reveals the extent of the abuse she suffered at his hands.
I'd been out with a girlfriend. He wasn't happy with me going out, so I didn't even bother going to bed. I just went and laid on the couch. And about 3 o'clock in the morning, I was woken by him dragging me off the couch by my throat. That was the point where I said, enough. He refused to leave, so I had to leave.
You have to pack your bags and run far away from them.
I think sometimes it's not an easy choice for people, is it?
While Nathan is new to the group, Sasko has been coming for 2 years. He's trying to resolve the anger problems that have pushed his wife and kids to breaking point.
It's not going to create the family that I want to create. It's not going to create me being a different dad to my father was.
Truly is a cycle, isn't it?
I feel like at home I'm playing happy family.
Why is he saying he feels as though he's playing the happy family? Because I think he likes control.
He feels weak or useless, that he's got to try and get his power back by belittling somebody else.
Happy family, real happy family, doesn't exist.
Wow.
It's a fucking myth.
How angry, he's got a different view of the world, isn't he?
Well, it's what he's been brought up in himself.
Yeah.
He doesn't know any different.
A few days later, Sasko's wife, Susanna, makes a discovery.
In the morning, my son gets up and I notice his cheek was red. Oh, my God. And I said, what happened? Did you fall at school? I didn't notice it when I picked you up. He said, no, Daddy hit me.
Oh, my God. How can he touch his kid?
And I said, did you hit our son? He goes, yeah, but. I said, I don't want to hear buts. Get your bags, get out of here. I don't want to see you ever again.
He obviously has no control, this man, I mean.
Good on her for standing up to him and actually chucking him out.
Meanwhile, Nathan has made progress in managing stressful situations at home.
I've got control of my thought process here. How can I work this differently? Take a deep breath.
Seems like a lot more chilled out now.
How does that make you feel now? How do you feel? Pretty relaxed. Good. Oh, I love my girls.
Hats off to this guy, eh?
Nathan seems to be working well with the program.
I feel proud. Proud? Yeah, you reckon you're bad at feelings? You're doing really well.
Can a leopard change his spots?
I don't think so.
Some change.
Yeah, some do, not all of them.
No.
You've got to really want to change, and you've got to have a good self-assessment of what you do that's wrong.
Susanna decides to give Sasko a last chance and allows him to return home.
So she's giving him a chance.
He's a great dad. And he does know that if this ever happens again, this is it. I don't know if I could even consider that. I would be terrified to ever leave my kid with him.
You do it once and I'm not going to forgive you. You don't hit or abuse or hurt anybody that you love.
I've got group tonight, you know that, don't you?
I'm glad I got out of the situation I was in. So am I. If I'd been a young wife with children, I would have found it very hard to part with the partner. Because I was older, I was in my 60s when I met this person, I realised that life is too short.
At any age, life is too short for that.
I just want to say those guys that are still with their partners, just really work at it. Yeah.
Spot on. You can't give up.
I really have so much respect
for their courage to do what they're doing.
Good on them for actually recognising and the fact of even going on television.
I hope they do work it. I really do.
Makes me think how lucky I am to be able to grow up in an environment where it's safe. Pretty happy with my dad and my mum and my bro.
What ones are these?
Kingston's.
Kingston's. Yeah, but aren't they called something else?
Kingston's.
Not Kingston something?
Kingston's.
I thought it was a brand name and you got different other things.
And it's Kingston's.
Oh, look on me.
On Friday night, we got some lifestyle tips from the living room.
I love Amanda Keller.
They're all good.
They are. It's a great show.
One Logie. Yeah. Although they pretty much just give those things away these days.
Yeah, that's true.
Welcome to the living room, hot or not special, gentlemen.
I love Hot or Not. I love it.
Is this like Oprah's favourite things? Yeah.
Tonight in the Hot or Not special, the show celebrates the best and worst of gadgets and gizmos.
Miguel, you've got company. What have you got?
You know something with pets? They're always naked.
What?
What?
I love Miguel. I can never understand a bloody word he says, but he's so funny.
I got the pooch pants.
What? Hang on.
Pooch pants. This is a joke, right?
I can't stand people who dress their friggin' animals.
I like it.
Gogglebox, do your thing. Look at that.
That's just wrong.
Now the dog's going to have a shit and you're going to have to change his nappy.
What do you think? Are they hot or not?
Hot.
Nice.
What?
Oh, these people are nuts.
All right, I'm excited. What have you got, Chris?
Yeah. You should be excited because I've got one out of the box here for you. The tiny hands.
Bloody ridiculous. I want one. What are they for?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh.
They're for so many things, you stupid boy.
Scratch your back.
Pick your nose.
Small high fives for things that aren't that good. Oh, you got a C+. Good stuff. But I can reach anywhere thanks to the majesty, the wonder.
Tiny hands, $7.99. From where? Where did he get them from? Please, I want tiny hands.
I love it.
What do you think of the tiny hands? Are they hot or not?
Yes. Hot.
Nah, shit.
Hot.
Someone's made money off that. Just when you think you've got a stupid idea, remember, there's someone retired off the back of pool noodles.
I don't know how to say no, but this is changed because I got the no button.
Let's hear it.
N-O.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
I'm a yes person. I can't ever say no. I've got to learn to say no to you more often. That's hot. I'm into that.
Does it do anything apart from that?
No. I like that one. No.
Who'll pay $15 for it?
You know what? I would.
No way.
What do you reckon the worst gimmickies we've ever got?
Brittany?
Have you seen my product, hot or not?
No.
No?
Can I go and bring my couple of items that I've got?
Yeah.
That are unusual?
Portable mustache?
Just in case you need to change your appearance.
Yeah, undercover.
Then you get this.
Yeah.
And you go like that.
And push, yeah.
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 And it turns it
something like that.
And it turns
Froths
it into
it.
froth. It froths it. Or you can make cream.
I was cold once and I thought I'd buy something.
It's actually really shit material as well.
there? Hot or not?
Hot.
There you go.
I like that.
How much did you pay for this? You should look at your receipts. I want to know how much you paid for this.
$20.
You reckon?
It's cheap.
It's really shit quality though.
It's warm, all right?
Yeah, it's warm.
You look tired, Kerry.
That's a nice way of saying you look terrible.
No. It's like when somebody says, "Oh, your new haircut's interesting."
Welcome to Arn's Brush with Fame.
On Wednesday night, we tuned into the ABC to see who Arn Doe was chatting with and painting this week.
I want to get him to paint me.
Who would want to see you all the time like that?
Pause.
Who do you reckon it's going to be tonight?
Dr. Charlie Teo is one of the best neurosurgeons in the world. But
This guy's a genius, eh?
I don't know a lot about him. I'll look him up and I'll tell you.
I've got a reputation of being a bit of a cowboy, but, you know, I'm not.
He has this philosophy, Kate,
Yeah.
that he tries to teach all his patients
Yeah.
as though they're a family member.
Oh, isn't that great?
Yeah, with the same kindness he teaches family.
All I am is a simple sort of guy with simple needs.
If you've got a brain tumour in a part of your brain that nobody else will touch, he's the only bloke that'll go and do it.
Discos.
Charlie, lovely to meet you. Nice to hear how people will be. They're always like, it's not brain surgery. No, his job is.
I couldn't be a brain surgeon.
These portraits are magnificent. That's your dad.
Yeah, I painted him for the Archibald.
Did you win?
No, I didn't win. It's interesting that you go, bang, did you win? You like winning?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah. No.
Shit, yeah. Jeez, he's so Aussie, isn't he?
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
I hate it when people are like, wow, you have an Aussie accent. And I thought the same thing about
I
him.
know, it's just this weird...
Did you experience much racism?
Yeah, it was bad because there weren't that many Chinese people around.
I had racism growing up. Even though I lived in Springvale, I copped it as well.
Yeah.
There was that one time I remember where these kids came around and I was really fearful because they were a big bunch of guys.
And just started screaming at us.
Just yelling abuse at us for being yellow.
Like, fuck all you Asians, why are you here? It's like this grown man, the two young teenagers.
It wasn't a day that I went out as a child that I wasn't jeered or mocked for being Chinese.
I used to get called a fat wog at school. Wasn't even fat anyway, I was only chubby.
I read in your book that Bruce Lee might have been one of your role models.
Yeah, no.
I've always grown up with Bruce Lee. I've always had Bruce Lee books, and he
I
was the
didn't
first
know
one.
anything about Bruce Lee until I met you. What the?
Because you're also a black belt in karate.
I did, I got my black belt. Oh, come on, mate.
So good.
This guy is actually way too accomplished. It's not fair.
Black belt in karate.
And a
Neurosurgeon.
Trust the Asian to overachieve.
What made you become a doctor?
There were many other things I wanted to be. Like I wanted to be a garbage collector at one stage and used to see those guys collecting the bins in the morning and were wearing tank tops with big muscles and I thought, shit, I'd like to be like that one day.
only a few of us can do it. Why brain surgery? Like the hardest thing you can do.
That's it. That's the reason. It's the hardest thing you can do.
I think rocket science is harder.
Nah.
It's physically taxing.
What's the longest that you've gone?
26 hours.
What? 26 hours? A H&S wise, you gotta have a break.
H&S, yeah.
Far out. I went to work for 6 hours today. I'm exhausted. About 6 hours into the operation, I was tired, my shoulders were hurting, I'd hardly got any tumour out, and then I stood back and I go, okay, now what would John Wayne do?
I love him.
We like this bloke. He had Bruce Lee growing up as an idol.
That's you.
Mine. Now John Wayne. No wonder we like this bloke.
Yeah.
Who's John Wayne?
I thought John Wayne was Batman, but that's Bruce Wayne.
You're in the middle of an intense operation.
How do you get through that?
What I do is I pretend that the person on the table is someone who I love.
It's beautiful.
There you go.
That's so touching.
You'd hope every surgeon would do that, wouldn't you?
What is it like when you lose someone?
Oh, it's just terrible. Just tears you apart.
It would be absolutely so wrenching. God.
I think that would be the hardest part almost out of all of them.
I can remember crying downstairs after Fiona died. Fiona was this girl who was, oh God, she was beautiful.
Fiona Reynolds. He remembers them.
Oh my God, look how young she is.
I think she was in her early 20s. She was at university. And I can remember when she died, I just openly sobbed and just cried. I mean, I just feel like crying now thinking about it.
It'd be so hard.
Anyway, yeah.
I imagine it would also be incredibly difficult to be him because so many people would pin their hopes on him.
Charlie takes on cases other surgeons say are inoperable.
I've had a doctor come into my office and tell me, Charlie, you've got to stop doing this. You're really pissing a lot of people off. Stop operating on patients that others have called inoperable.
That's weird because they're going to die regardless, so why not try?
So you want me to now call up that mother and say that that tumour is inoperable and I'm going to let your child die? And he goes, yes, I do that every day.
Oh my God.
How would you feel if that was your child, Faye, or my child?
Every day he lies so he doesn't piss off his colleagues.
That is so fucked up.
How can these doctors care more about their reputation than possibly saving the life?
Oh my gosh. If they die on the table,
it's on you.
Whereas if they just say it's inoperable, it's not their fault.
Do you think you're like one of the best?
Yeah, I'm the best. Shit, on. You want to be paying me if it wasn't.
You gotta love this guy.
He's very positive about himself, though, isn't he? That he's the best of what he does.
But he is.
One of the very few men who deserves to have some form of arrogance. It's like him and Roger Federer.
I'm so nervous. Can you close your eyes?
Once Charlie has revealed all, it's Arne's turn.
Show us.
Oh,
show us.
Imagine if it's shit.
Okay, go for it.
Well, that's great.
What the?
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's good. Don't you think?
Yeah, no, it is.
I actually like that.
Oh, I love it. That is me. I mean, I do look like that.
I have a friend who had a brain tumour. Some of the symptoms were blurry vision. The face on the left is kind of blurry, but then it clears up. Just like maybe before and after treatment.
He's trying to say, this is how you start off when you've got a brain tumour on this side, and by the time he's finished with it, you can see. Do you know what I mean?
That is exceptional.
Look, I have a foundation called Cure Brain Cancer Foundation. We might put it up for auction. Hopefully someone will pay some money for it.
Oh, he's so nice.
I want him to join our family. I want to adopt him.
I want that painting.
I want that man.